How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we're taking down the Special Battle 2025 with the brand new Teq LR Carnival Broly. Now, I know what you're thinking. This guy is obviously a long event character. Why are you taking him here? That's right. Today we are fitting square pegs in round holes, and we're going to see if we can pull this off. So, obviously, we're kicking things off here with the Zamos and Rose fight. A little bit unfortunate. AGL Gogeta got locked, but hopefully, I'm pretty sure post super, even in slot 1, and Gogeta can live the normals here, and if we're lucky, we'll get a counter, so we won't have to worry about that. So the thing with Broly is, right, where he struggles in this is, like, we know he needs to get hit to build up his defense and his additional attacks, which is very hard to do when you have short fights like this that come out the gate hitting strong. But as you're going to see here, it's really not that bad, especially here on the Giant 8 power team. So that's the first team we're going to run him on here, is the Giant 8 power. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we do tank Rose's AoE. Alright, so here comes a Zamos Super. Okay, 300k, I mean, that's not terrible. It is a lot, but, I mean, a lot of units still take a pretty hefty damage from Zamos, so, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. And again, remember, we only got the singular hit from the AoE before taking that. Well, actually, that's not true. We got a couple hits in there. He did do a couple extra supers there. But next turn, we'll be able to launch additional attacks, and he'll be in a much, much, much better position. And even if he's not, I'm not going to be all that upset. Like, I'm not going to blame him for it, right? Oh, there we go. We get the counter on Gogeta. I do like that. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so Gogeta gets our counter. Alright, we're going to yeet that ball right back at him. And now we have a buff Zamos. Hooray! Or Rose, actually. Okay, how about the... Oh, STR Goku get locked slot 1. Alright, well, I mean... I suppose as long as he doesn't super, we're okay. But lucky us, we did take the damage with Broly. And look what we got. We got a free turn into Giant Ape Goku. So, and that means no supers this turn. So actually that does put us in a really good position here. Having... because with STR Goku, we don't have to worry... Like, turn 1, kind of rough in slot 1. The normal should be fine. But obviously super could be potentially dangerous for us. So having... having giant form to get rid of it totally works. Ain't gonna complain there. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Alright, and there goes the second super. Yeah, so, I mean, the nice thing about AGL Goku in this fight is not that he's doing a whole lot of damage, but it is literally just that free turn of no supers, especially in a fight like this, where, you know, Zamos is throwing out a nearly 5 million super, and then, of course, Rose with his crazy, insane build-up, so it's pretty good, honestly. Can't complain. Alrighty, excellent. So now no more supers, and we should get a heal here, right? Oof, not really. Okay. Alright, so it does look like Goku is still locked in slot 1 and did not reset the lock. Oh, here we go. 6 key spheres with the 4s. Perfect. And then, there we go. Excellent. And then, yeah, floating off Goku's probably the right call anyways. Not really having enough time to stack up in these fights, so just getting him out of the way before we have to worry about a problem is probably best. There we go. Look at that. We get that defense drop on Zamasu there. We're going to get a third one here. No, just two. We'll take two. Okay, alright. So Goku's tanking up here. Pretty good. Alright, now the fours are in a pretty good position this turn, since we did get the full 24 key here. Which means they can launch a bunch of extra attacks here. There we go. Okay, so we're whittling down Zamasu. So, yeah, so the only thing is with the Broly's, well, maybe not on Giant 8 power, but a couple of the setups that we're going to run here in these fights for Broly, they're kind of slow-moving teams, but yet they still kind of work in these fights. And you'll see that here. As soon as we get out of this fight, alright, here we go. Perfect. And then AGL Goku, gonna get his supers again. 42, that's impressive. Okay. Get an additional super? Yes, we do. Excellent. Got that Aura 12 key. God, I love seeing that 12 key. Fine, here we go. Alright, and now we rotate in, and actually we can do our second giant form here. Of course, Gogeta is locked slot 2. Okay, so how are we going to pull this off here? Alright. Well, alright. Let's start by doing the giant form. I think that's the right call here. Yeah, so we get another turn of no supers, right? That's the best part about running him on this team. So, there we go. Yeah, and I do honestly think, aside from movie bosses, this is probably one of his better teams. Simply due to the just simply due to the support that it provides, and just having those general good Saiyan links. I think this is probably one of Broly's better teams. Alrighty, excellent. Now we're out of giant form. Alrighty, so... Oh, looks like... Did it switch the lock? I think Goku's locked in slot 3, isn't he? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, so it actually did switch the lock. Alright, well, let's pop the active here on Gogeta, so that'll lower enemy's attack and defense. And then let's pop this on... There we go. Okay, so... I mean, I expected that to not do as much. Now, normally that would give us a scouter, but since we used AGL Goku, no supers. But, okay, so that'll give us some extra defense this turn. So that, combined with the support from AGL Goku, I think we can actually swing him in slot 1. Yep, absolutely. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, so it's really just his turn 1. Now... Unfortunately, offensively, not looking that great this turn. But he also didn't get that many hits in last turn, which is crazy because normally I have like, I have a situation like, I mean, even seeing right here in the slot 1, this is usually like across the board the hits I'm getting from these guys. So, still not that bad. I mean, although we did do super normal. Okay, here we go. Here's another super. Okay, so would have been much better if we got a couple extra supers, but that can't happen. Remember, his super chance is only 50% after that, after the initial. So, I mean, not terrible. I think my point, yeah, so if we had gotten those hits in last turn, it would have been much better. In fact, looking at the last turn, if it wasn't for the fact that we were locked, actually, now knowing that there was no super, we probably could have put him slot 1 last turn, and he would have had a lot more build-up. But you know, you can't always have that luxury of knowing that, because he will honestly do all right against the normals. He'll take a little bit on the first few, but then after that, he's fine. So, I mean, you can see here, like, it's not the worst thing in the world to have him on rotation in these fights. Like, we've seen a lot of posts about, him just being dog awful here, and I don't think that's it. Like, this is literally, I think, in order to record this run, this was maybe my second try with Giant Ape Power. Honestly, like I said, it's a pretty good team for him, all things considered. Okay, so let's pop the Gogeta here. Where's that? Yeah, of course, that super is in slot 1. Alright, so I think if we do AGL Gogeta's active, that should put us in position to do... There you go, look at that. Okay, and now he's less than half, which means we should be able to do Fizz Gogeta's active now. Perfect. Oof, of course he's still alive. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. That's just annoying. That's what that is. Okay, so we'll have the damage reduction this turn. We should tank his super, but if we're lucky, we'll go ahead and we'll just straight up counter it and end the fight right there with the counter. We do end the fight with the counter. Okay, perfect. That's what we like to see. Watch it not kill him. Watch it not be enough to kill. Yeah, it wasn't enough to kill. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, look at that. Goku taking the build-up from Zamasu. Or Rose, rather. Okay. That's right. I forget he gets defense, too, when getting hit, which makes him annoying to kill towards the end. Watch us kill with the normal. Yep. Anticlimactic. Okay. Well, down goes Zamasu and Rose. Like I said, square pegs, round holes. We know he's not intended for this event. We are not expecting glorious performance here, but it can be done, and that was the point of this. It can be done with relative ease. I mean, like I said, Giant Ape Power is a pretty good team, and he fits kind of nicely on it, to be completely honest. So we're going to pause the video. We're going to come back in the next special battle fight against the Blue Goku and Vegeta. But in the meantime, let us know if you tried him out in Stage 1 and how that went for you. So we'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta. We're running Giant Ape Power once more. As, like I said, this is probably the best place to run him, the safest place to run him if you want to use him outside of his intended type fights. I think that this is the best team for him in those fights. So lucky us, we do have Gogeta turn 1 who can counter both of their supers, and he doesn't. What a way to start. But at least we tank it for double digits. Although it would have been nice to get the counter and just get some damage in there. But we do counter this one at least. So, and he's the one we're worried about. So this fight, Broly could go slot 1 if it wasn't for the fact that Vegeta is guaranteed to super slot 1. So he can't go slot 1. But the nice thing is, Giant Ape Power has some good dodge mechanics, but it also has, some decent characters that can hang out slot 1 and counter for you while he sits up slot 2. Now, hopefully I get some decent setup in slot 2. So, I mean, you saw in the Rose fight, we really did not get a good setup in slot 2, where neither Zamasu or Rose were attacking that much. So hopefully that's not the issue here in the Goku and Vegeta fight. On this turn, there aren't that many attacks in slot 2, so hopefully next turn's a little bit better for us, but we'll see what happens. But, I mean, we did. Vegeta nearly did 3/4 of Vegeta's health there. Wow. Okay, excellent. We get a... Nope, that's not an additional super. That's a normal. We do get the dodge, though. We'll take that. Perfect. Alright, and then we get the third slot floating Goku here. Probably going to have to dodge a super. We get an additional. Very nice. Alrighty, so... Nope. There's one attack in slot 2. Dang. That's not good. That is not what we want. Huh. Oh, that's tough. Because we know Vegeta's gonna stun. We can't put Broly in slot 1. I don't want to put the 4s in slot. Do we put Gogeta in slot 1? He'll have less offense and less defense overall, but it is his 80% damage reduction turn, so maybe this is the right call. Yeah, I don't want to get the 4s stunned, that's why. Yeah, we'll just bank on that 70% chance to counter, I guess. Because he'll tank the normals from Vegeta. And if we're lucky, he'll counter both Goku and Vegeta. Or never mind, Goku's not super in. Alright, we're good. Okay, alright. I mean, that's not terrible. There we go. There's that counter, 70%. And there it is. Not a whole lot there, but it's still helpful. Yeah, I mean, obviously being in slot 1, he's not going to look his best, so... I mean, still not bad. Alright, and now... There goes... Ah, what is with us not wanting to counter... Like, we keep countering Vegeta, but we cannot counter Goku. Ooh, 800. Or 400. I suppose here's the good news. We can transform with one of the Gokus next turn. Alright, so not a whole lot of damage there. How much do we take from this super? So the one attack we had to take from Goku is a super. 100k. Actually not that bad. Considering we only did one super and we took one attack. Actually not that bad. Alrighty, excellent. Okay. So, we did not kill Vegeta this turn, which is not ideal, because now Goku comes into the next turn. Not only is Goku more powerful, but he's still got the Vegeta buff rocking, so this is not going to be a fun third turn. So I guess it is a good thing that we took that damage with the Gogeta. And it was a risk. We knew it was a risk putting him there, but shame we failed to 70%. Alrighty. Okay, so, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to pop that giant form. Get rid of that super attack here. Alrighty. Actually, we might not get rid of Goku's super attacks. We might only get rid of Vegeta, because Goku can super twice, so that could end up being a problem. we go. We get... Can we at least kill Vegeta here? Is that possible? Killing Vegeta? Oh, come on. A little sliver of health. Do we have enough here? Okay, we got one more giant ape. Is that enough to take down Vegeta so we can just focus down Goku? Did that kill him? No, it didn't. No, he's alive. Dang. Alrighty, so Vegeta is alive. That's not ideal, but it is workable. Oh, we get a nice little heal, though. We'll take that. Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do? We pop the active? Do we waste it? Nah, you know what? Let's not waste it. So we can give Broly something to do next turn. Yeah, let's not. Let's... And in case we don't kill Goku, because we actually might not, let's just do this. There we go. Alright, so Gogeta's going to take down Vegeta here. Excellent. And down he goes. I was hoping we would have taken him down with Giant Ape, but you know what? Is what it is. Ooh, yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna have some problems here. We are barely scratching this dude. Alright, 35 million on Goku here. Okay, okay. Alright, now I love how STR Goku does nearly as much in slot 3, no less. Alright, we get another super here. Alrighty, so let's find... I mean, I'm pretty sure those supers are going to be in slot 1, but let's see what happens here. Let's pop this. Alright. And put him slot 3. Let's do Broly's super attack. Or active skill, rather. Yep. To be expected. Again, not expecting a whole lot of damage there. And you know what? Let's just toss him slot 1. Let's see what happens here. We'll keep Goku on, so Goku's going to give him that little extra support. Alright, how much does this do? I'm expecting a lot. Oh, double digits. Okay, well, okay, to be fair, it is the active skill turn, so you know what, that does make sense. Okay, I mean, not terrible. Like, again, he's usable. It's not ideal, but he's usable. Now, if we had a better slot 2, like, imagine all those attacks in slot 2 last turn. That would have been much better this turn, but, you know, it is what it is. The point here is not to show that this dude is going to have this amazing performance in these fights. We are fully aware that short events are not his thing, and that's okay. Alright, here we go. Again, why can we not counter Goku? What is going on here? Alright, well, I mean, I guess the good news is we get the good double Gogeta active again. All right. So let's see. Let's do this one first. There we go. And if we're lucky, we'll kill with the Dragon Fist. I hope. Will we? We better. Come on. He can't survive this, can he? Watch him do it. Oh, you bum. Okay. He lived. A singular attack. Oh, my goodness. Alright, well, we'll kill him with the 18k. Well, that's just annoying. See, and if we had had more attacks on us in the previous slot on the first turn, on the second turn on Broly, that would have been death. But, alright, 90 million, here we go. We're done. And down he goes. Alright, perfect. So, there goes round 2 against the Blue Goku and Vegeta. As expected, right, Giant 8 Power does seem to be the way to go for his team. Seems to be the most consistent for dealing with these sorts of fights. And it's just because Giant 8 Power has so many mechanics that help kind of mitigate the Rose and Zamasu, right? Those counters really do help kind of really take care of business within the turns and allow Broly to safely hang out, right? And that's pretty much what he's doing here. He's hanging out. Like I said, I'm not expecting glorious performance out of him. I'm expecting him to just kind of be a member of the team here. So with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pause. We're going to come back in the Omega Shenron event. So hang on real tight. Alright, so here we are in the Omega Shenron event. So this time we're trying out a little bit of different team. Now, you wouldn't think that this is a short event team, judging by the look of it, but it actually kind of works for the Omega fight, right? We're running AGL Vegeta's team, the 10-year anniversary Gogeta, and I think this could actually work. So, and the main reason is like the Blue Goku and Vegeta, you know, he has that turn 1 guaranteed super, but also he has locking. So having a character, being able to bring a character like UI along with us, really helps. And you know, Vegeta does have that pure Sans lead, so that really does help with that. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna run that for this team here. So plus it also gives the team a revive, which is very helpful. Like that's the one thing Giant 8 Power is missing, is a revive. Excellent. Alrighty, so I mean, as long as we can keep up the damage, that's going to be, I think, the hard part with this team is keeping up the damage. But I think once we get going on like turn 3, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, we did get Broly slot 7, which you know, normally I'd reset in a situation like this, so I could have him on one of my main rotations, turn 1 and turn 2. But I think, you know, having run through all of these events, you know, you're not always going to have perfect scenarios. So I figured just keep him slot 7 so he can, you know, you see what happens when he turns up slot, you know, later in the situation. Yeah, so, okay, Vegeta taking a lot of damage, but it's honestly not that bad. 150k, not bad. And so as long as he doesn't lock our Vegeta in a bad position on the next turn, we will actually have a revive ready to go when we come back, when Broly is on rotation, which is perfect because something tells me Broly's going to get locked slot 1. Omega does like to do me like that. Alright, who's getting locked here? I knew it. It was the 4s. Okay, so let's see. All right, we have the, I mean, the nice thing is we have the Giant Form 2 this turn, which I think it'll, you know, that'll help us get rid of the Super, but it's not going to get rid of the AoE. Yeah, so I mean, I am feeling that this might move a little bit slower than the blues, though, already. Like, looking at the damage that's coming out of the team, I mean, especially with us not getting the Gogeta next to anybody useful. But I don't know. I'm not worried about this team, I'll say that. Right? Not as much as I was in the Zamos and Rose fight. I think that that there's a lot less we have to worry about going wrong here. Perfect. And then now we're out of giant form. Perfect. Alright. And then he... Oh. He... Okay. That was not supposed to happen. Okay. Maybe I should have moved things around before doing that. Alright, whatever. Okay. Well... I mean, this will still work, so we don't have to worry about a super, and it actually did get rid of the AoE. Okay, so actually we're solid. Oh, actually no, we healed too much. We're not going to be able to revive with Goku next turn. Oh, I mean, unless Vegeta still takes a lot of damage here, it's entirely possible he could. How much does this guy do on his normals? It's entirely possible Vegeta could still take some damage here. I don't think so, though. I mean, what is normals? 800k? Yeah, okay, no, Vegeta's gonna be fine. He's not gonna take damage here. Oh, wow, we're in a really, 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 really bad position. Oh, man. We've done, like, no damage to him either. We've done, like, no damage to him either. Ugh, that's not good. Alright, we get another super with Vegeta. And here we go, double digits. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, no. Oh, this puts us in a really bad position for next turn. Like, really bad. And Broly got locked, and we don't have the revive available. Dude, we are in a really bad position here. Okay, so we'll send off Gogeta 4 here. Okay, we at least get 1 hit in, 2 hits in, so we get that build up. 400k. Oof. And he's stunned. That's the worst part. And he's stunned. Ooh, okay, we need the triple, quadruple, quintuple revive here with the... or not revive, I'm sorry, dodge with the UI Goku. Dude, he's been locking slot 3 this whole time and then suddenly decides, you know what, I'm gonna lock Broly. Okay, well, at least the good news is he's tanking the normals, so can't complain about that, I guess. But still, not good. Not good, not good, not good. Let's see here. Alright, we get the super with Gogeta. Okay, alright, we're about we've done a quarter of his health now, I guess. Excellent. Perfect. Alright, and now the best part about this is we have, because it is turn 4, we can use Veku. So this is actually perfect. So this puts us in a really good position here, because we can let the 4s continue to stack without worry. So perfect. Excellent. Okay. And and we get a nice setup of 7 key spheres. And now this time for sure we will revive with UI Goku in the next rotation. But something tells me AGL Forku is going to get locked, which means, being completely honest, Broly really didn't do much in this fight. And is what it is. He started slot 7, that's what it is, and then I think that makes for a decent showcase, right? Because, right, we see sort of like, you know, when things don't exactly go as planned, because they aren't always gonna go exactly as you plan. So I do think that this works. This is good. I can't complain. Alright, now we just get a bunch of free shots here, no damage to worry about, and then maybe we'll be able to do something with Broly on the next turn. I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, this is because already I'm feeling he's going to lock Goku in slot 1, which means, I mean, instant revive, because I know Goku isn't going to live that super. So, yay. I mean, at least Broly, I mean, if we're lucky, we'll be able to put UI Goku in slot 1, dodge it up a little bit, and get some supers on Broly, since Broly's already taken a couple of hits, which means we can get some extra supers out of him. Perfect. Okay. Oh, he locked Broly, actually. He locked Broly. Oh, perfect. And then because we started the turn below 70%, we should be able to still activate the revive if things should go sideways this turn. So let's hope they don't. Let's hope they don't. We can get a couple supers on Broly here. There we go. We dodge the super. Watch us miss a normal here in like 2 seconds. Alright, okay, finally. Things go our way. Alright, talk about good luck here. We like that. Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so not terrible. I mean, it's decent. We actually probably could have popped his active, all things considered. Alright, and then Goku here. Ooh, that AoE did a little bit. Okay, well, post-super we should be alright. Okay, did a pretty decent amount this turn, actually, between Broly. Alright, and then next turn, that'll give us a nice little... we can use the Gogeta and just finish off with the 2 Gogetas. That seems to be the way to go here. That seems to be what we're doing here. Even though this isn't a full Giant 8 power team. Alrighty, perfect. We get the dodge. So we ended up not reviving after all. Well, alright then. Okay, so, and Gogeta in slot 1, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's pop the... Oh, dang it. We shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Okay, we should have saved that. We should have... that was stupid. Oh yeah, that would have killed. That would have killed. Okay, well that was dumb. Alright, well, we got 3 more of these. Okay, so let's transform the 4s here. Alright. Pop the Gogeta active. Did a little bit. Alright. And we got 2 turns of stacks with the 4s, so maybe that is enough to take him out with the... Yes, it is. Perfect. Alrighty, so now he goes down. Alright, so phase 3 done with the Teq Broly. Again, not stellar performance here. Not expecting stellar performance here. I am taking it in here to see that, you know, maybe we overplayed our hand a little with this guy. Complaining a little too much about his performance in short battles. It's not the greatest. He's obviously not designed for it, but it's not like he's ending the world every time he shows up when he's on rotation. So we'll go ahead, pause the video, and we'll come back in the final round of this grand tour. Alright, so for this final round, I decided to mix it up a little bit here, and throw in the movie bosses setup here against the Gogeta, just to give us a little, you know, that little extra fun factor. Just because the movie bosses, Gogeta's team actually works really well against this fight. So we're going to grab that with the Broly in slot 2, because you can see there are a ton of attacks in slot 2 here. Unfortunately, we didn't get that good turn 1 setup where he's got a ton of attacks in slot 1, and that's okay. So we'll put Frieza here. He's not going to do a whole lot here. He is mostly here to give us that target next turn. And then we're going to move off Janemba, just so there's only 1 attack there, and that's what makes Janemba good for this fight, because if you can play it right, you can put him in front of these super attacks, and you can put him in front of these super attacks and not have anything to worry about, because he will nullify them as long as you super first. So... Yep, there we go. Look at all that great buildup we're getting with our Broly. That's exactly what we want. Now, unfortunately, he can't counter Gogeta. It'd be nice if he could. That would help us a lot. But, yeah, we'll just take the hit. 180k, not bad. Remember, Gogeta gets stronger every turn. So, like, this turn, it's not so bad, right? I think he's starting at, like, 2.7 mil. So, I mean, that's not that bad. But following this turn, right, he gets 40% each turn. So the longer this fight goes on, the stronger he's going to be. Alright, and now with that little bit of build-up from Janemba, we should be able to live the normal. Yep, alright, we do live the normal. And then now we're going to nullify the super. Alright, so great deals all around here. Perfect. Alright, yeah, so we're transforming Teq Broly. Probably should have played the Key Spheres a little bit better here on this turn, because he's not going to get his... See, he could get his nullification if we got the 24 key, but it is what it is. Alright, but we did bring the Broly Trio. We did set up Broly Trio with the orbs they need to dodge. So they are also good for this fight for, you know, just giving us that those guaranteed dodge spaces. And then, of course, Frieza on this turn will tank Gogeta's 40% boosted super. There we go. And then we get all that offense build up on Frieza too for next turns. That'll be good. Alrighty, here we go. So, not ideal for Broly, you know, taking this super here. That's actually pretty surprising. I did not expect double digits there, but alright. Okay, I mean, that's great. Okay. Alright, so Golden Frieza here. We're gonna pop his active. We don't really need Broly to take too many any more hits. I mean, he could use a couple more, but we do also need to start getting damage out on we do also need to start getting damage out on Gogeta here, so this is going to help with that, right? Because with all of the super attacks that are happening here, we should be dealing a lot. Okay, excellent. Alright, and now Broly gets his turn. So after all of those hits that we got last turn, 20 million is what we're on turn 2. Not bad, especially because he doesn't really link all that well with Frieza either. So, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, 14 million on the second super. Now, if we're lucky, we'll get a bunch of supers this turn. So hopefully... Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Additional super. Yes. There we go. Okay, so we actually got some decent damage out, combined with Broly and what Frieza is about to do. Alright. Oh, Broly's not done yet. He's not done yet. Excellent. I can't complain. Alright, and here comes the super on Frieza, which since it is the target turn, yep, no damage whatsoever. Look at that, 90 million. You love it. That is, I do like Frieza's target skill. Perfect. Okay. Well, we do the additional here. And in retrospect, now knowing that, I should have paid a little more attention. Frieza coming in slots 7... We should have rotated the other Frieza. But then again, I don't think Janemba would have held very well in slot 1. And we wouldn't be getting this much build-up off of... Yeah, we wouldn't have been getting this much build-up off of him. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. Oop. Yeah. Okay, never mind. We're actually in a real good position here. Because... Yeah, actually, we're in a really good position here. Because we can actually do this, right? We got our orbs with the... We got our orbs with, Broly Trio. And then Frieza can still tank, there we go, watch this. Frieza can still tank a super on this turn from Gogeta. Even though Gogeta is built up 120% now? Yeah, right, with each turn pass, yeah, so 120% he's built up now. So Frieza can still actually tank this on his second turn here. It's kind of crazy to think about, but that just shows you how good he is. Excellent. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see here. Okay, I mean, we're doing some good damage here. Okay, so we got about a quarter of his health down. Janemma's not really going to do a whole lot here on this rotation. There we go. See, watch. Frieza will still tank this. Double digits. I love it. 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 Alright, perfect. Okay, so... let's see here. Okay, so with Janemba off, next turn we have our Golden Frieza. Do we just do another turn here? Oh, this is the active skill. We could do the active skill this turn, couldn't we? Ooh, there is a lot of build-up here. Oh, wow. Okay, actually, yeah, we built up a lot just in those 2 turns. So this is turn 5. Gogeta is maxed out here. This is as strong as he's going to get. Alright, so we got that, active skill turn going. Perfect. Okay, so, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna use... yeah, okay, here, this is what we do. Perfect. I'm not gonna use the, I'm not gonna use the Frieza's active. We could use the Frieza's active. I'm gonna use the Gogeta active, because I want Broly to take the hit, that's why. So 13, and Gogeta will get auto dodge here. Alright, look at that. And then now we get those extra hits that we missed early on, too, for that additional attack build-up. Perfect. Okay, not bad. Look at that. This is turn 5, by the way. Alright, beautiful. Alright, we get 21 on the second super. Although, looking at the damage, right, since he is built up 160% now, we might not kill this turn. That's okay. You know what? If we... as long as we live the super here, I don't care if we die next turn, so it is what it is. But watch, if we can get him to tank a fully built up Gogeta super, I think that is an impressive feat here. Perfect. Alright, here it comes. Alright, so let's see. How do we do with this super? Will we live it? I think we will. I think we will. Double digits. Very nice. Very nice. And remember, that super just buffed us even more, right? Because every time he takes a super, he gets... every time he takes a super, he gets extra stats. So honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I know Frieza would have had a problem last turn, we probably could have gotten away with not using Broly's, or not using Frieza's target, and gotten more build up out of our we could have gotten more build up out of our Broly by letting him take those supers. Still pretty good though. Alright, so Gogeta's doing some decent damage here. Excellent. Okay, we get another one. Yes. There it is. Perfect. Alrighty, so now for the tricky part here. He didn't die, which is kind of what we needed. So let's see here. Maybe we put, yeah, him in slot 1. So he's gonna fully. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, we have this. Yeah, because then Broly Trio can get their 7 and get auto dodge. So we won't kill this turn, which means, oh, that'll be interesting. Seeing if Broly can actually take turn 7 Gogeta. Well, actually, I think he's maxed out. He can't get any stronger, so we're kind of at the limit with him anyways now. So, you know what? I mean, that's still fine. There we go. All right, we get the auto dodge. Since we got 11 key spheres here. And there it is. There we go. And then once more, we get a dodge on the supers because we got 11 key spheres. And then I'm assuming the next super is on the Broly Trio, who will also dodge this super. Excellent. Okay. So Gogeta probably not going to do a whole lot here. He's not really linking all that well with anybody on this rotation. And you know what? That's fine. I mean, 30 million is still pretty good. Alrighty, so Broly Trio got their supers in, and now Golden Frieza. I don't know if Golden Frieza can survive the super this turn. And again, now this is really making me wish I didn't use that target, because if we had used the target this turn, it would have been game over. So we gotta kind of just roll with this, I guess. Alright, we're good. We got this. We got this so hard. The next turn is going to be beautiful with Broly. We should have saved that. I mean, and then in this case, we should have saved that active skill then. If this is what was going to happen, we should have saved that active skill. Alrighty, so we could use Janemba's thing to cancel out the super, but you know what? I don't want to. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and do this then. And let's let Broly finish it off like Broly does. Beautiful. And we'll get a nice set of key spheres here with Janemba too. Perfect. And there it is. Oh, what a run. Oh, what a run. Look at that. So we tank the normal 42 million, and he goes. Turn 7 Gogeta. Beautiful. Is he dead? Oh, we get a normal. Are we going to kill with a normal? Don't let us kill with a normal. Let us actually deal with it. Don't let us kill with a normal, please. If I had one thing to ask for, let us get a super here. Thank you. And down he goes. Alrighty, so there you have it, folks. There is the grand tour of the Teq LR Carnival Wrathful Broly. Like I said, square pegs, round holes. This was not his fight. None of these were his. Oh wow, that took 18 minutes. None of these were his fights. It is to be expected, right? He is a long event character. He is designed with Festival of Battles in mind, and I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I get it. It's not mine either. But we can also see the writing on the wall. There is a new red zone coming up that is very clearly long event designs. We also have 2 boss rushes that are really good for him as well. And I know a lot of people ignore them because Vegito exists, but it's still a really good fight for him. And it does show that, right? You give him, like, we took 7 turns to kill Gogeta here, and granted, we used the team we used intentionally to let Broly build up, and as you can see, like, we were able to take down this fight, and y'all know what happens to a lot of teams when you start getting to turn 3 and 4 Gogeta. There aren't many teams that are living his supers, and yet, your Broly is doing it. So, I just wanted to put that out there, that, look, really not as bad as people are saying. There's a lot of misconceptions about Broly's actual performance, and I wanted to make sure we were clearing them up. So, guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what do you think of Broly? Compare his long event performance, compare his short events performance, and let us know what is your thoughts on him in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.